Hey there! You've got a hungry look. The eye of a real competitor. I can see it. Well, my friend, Tales of Tribute is the game for you. It's a game, of course. A card game, to be precise. Full of twists and thrills and canyon-deep strategy. I've been traveling around recruiting new players. It's been a lot of walking, but seeing the joy of new players makes it worth every step. Ha! Hooked another one! If you want to learn the game, you should travel to Gonfalon Bay on High Isle and talk to my friend Bragus. You'll find him at the City Gaming Hall. He'll get you sorted. I wish you safe travels and good luck in the game. You are going to have such a grand time. I can still remember my first win. Such a thrill. I'm actually on my way back to Gonfalon Bay myself, so I'll see you there. Well, there's a bit of selfishness there. Our tribute chapter, the Gonfalon chapter, needs some new blood. But we make it worth your while. We handle all the registration fees, membership dues, and so on. It's a win-win.
By the three, I've never seen the mountain so active. And Bardao! I swear the moonlit looks like it's about to fall from the sky. I can't wait to set sail and put dry ground behind me. We're headed to Sadrith Mora if that's where you'd like to go. Just decide quick. I want to sail on the next tide.
trust this one.
See what wonders the Telvanni have brought to us.
Finest merchandise around.
Dear Tywin. Ah, love. How cruel the fates that keep me from my heart's desire and force me to lock away my true feelings. Chains bind my heart, yet it yearns to beat free. Oh, what does an outlander know about the complexities of Dunmerry love? But you're only trying to help, and maybe I do need a simpler perspective. How does an outlander convince an overbearing mother that the object of their affection is worthy? Of course not. Tywin is a slave. My mother's slave. I tried to buy her freedom, but Mother laughed at the mere suggestion that I'd be allowed to sully our reputation with a noir bride. Perhaps an outlander's offer wouldn't rouse her suspicion. I don't expect you to pay, obviously. It's just that Mother might reveal what it would take for her to release Tywin if it was anyone but me asking. Knowing that might give me some idea of how to free my love. It couldn't hurt to ask, could it? Tell her you've heard Tywin excels at finding Red Star shells. Telvanni wizards prize them, and they're very rare. Most of the locals know that Tywin is the best at finding them. Mother loves to gloat. I couldn't bear gazing upon Tywin since Mother rebuked me. But now, I can't wait to see her lovely face again. I'll be down at the swamp where she hunts shells. Come find me once you've finished dealing with Mother. She'll be at our tower.
Lazy vermin. If you want to eat this week, work.
Yes, mistress.
Well, get to it. Now!
Yes, mistress. Sorry, mistress.
Pardon the mess. My slaves require another lesson concerning their work ethic. And they're no good overseer as well. I suppose I'll have to wield the lash myself today. Have my friends been gossiping about her again? You'd think there were no better topics of conversation. Yes, Tywin is my slave. She's no unshed nixhound, but she's still a capable harvester. What do you want to know about her? Well, I need someone who can do that too, and I already have Tywin. Seems like you're out of luck. Baseless slander! Though I do tire of these ugly rumors surrounding my son. 3 red star shells. That's the smallest offer I'll entertain. A bargain. Telvanni wizards don't offer their influence and power for something as pedestrian as gold. 3 shells should barely cover the gap while I find another harvester. If that's too steep a price, I suppose we're finished here.
Oh, Tywin, where are you? What I'd give for just a glimpse. Well, did you speak to my mother? What did she say? Knowing her, it's something incredibly unreasonable. 3? 3? That's as many as Tywin manages to find in a month. And she's perfect. No. If Mother found out, she'd never let Tywin go free. Not for any price. It's an unreasonable sum. But the fact that she asked for red star shells might work in our favor. I've been training a Nyx hound to help Tywin so she can spend more time with me instead of in that vile swamp. Aside from the fetch-a-fly incident, Nyxie's got a solid track record. I'm certain she won't let us down. She's around here somewhere. Nyx hounds vanish when they're afraid, and Nyxie's a bit skittish. She'll head off toward the water after I call her. Look around the shorelines, and you'll probably find her digging up shells. Just go where she points. Come on, Nyxie, show yourself! There you are. Nyxie, go find star shells. Show this nice person where they are.
What are you doing? Stop! Who are you? These are given lands, you know. Take any star shells from this beach and you'll have them to reckon with. He sent you here. To what, spy on me? To find I can't even find privacy out in this forsaken muck. Because this is the one place I'm permitted to go that he's too afraid to follow. Out here, I don't have to endure his constant fawning or pretend not to see him watching me out of the corner of my eye. Love! I'm a slave and he's my master, or as close as makes no difference. I wouldn't so much as smile in his direction if it didn't spare me the rod. Tell me why he has you gathering red star shells. What's he up to now? Gods, no. Fear of his mother's wrath is the only reason I can keep him at arm's length. If he's getting this bold, I have to get out of here. What Llonas wants for me isn't freedom. You really want to free me. Help me get away from these people. Faris keeps my servitude obligation hidden in a house.
steal it for me. I can forge a signature. It won't be perfect, but it should hold up well enough to get me out of Telvanni lands. I don't want to be bought. I want to be free. After all Faris and Llonas have taken from me, I don't want them to profit from my release. At least let me cost them.
You're back! Did Nixie pull through? Do you have the Red Star shells? You did? Isn't she beautiful? And so smart, too. I mean, I know she's a bit older, but... Wait, did you tell her what you were doing? And why you were doing it? Ha! What? Oh, she's fooled you. She fools everyone, you know. These feelings have to be our little secret under Mother's roof. But soon, we won't have to hide them. I just need you to take those shells to Mother, and it will all become clear. You'll see. Nixie, come. Victory is at hand.
Oh, it's you again. Well, did you get what I asked for? Or are you wasting my time? Yes. Tywin's not irreplaceable, and this should help me find a much less troublesome harvester. Here is her servitude obligation. She's your problem now.
Mother, wait!
Don't bother protesting, it's already done. Your little pet has been sold.
We did it! I bought Tywin! I can't wait to deliver the news, and the look on Mother's face will be priceless! You sound just like Mother. Well, both of you are going to see how wrong you are. Nothing can keep us apart now. Despite all your sabotage, Mother, love wins the day. Observe. Tywin, my love, nothing can stand between us now. Take my hand, and we'll be married within the hour.
I'll take my freedom, but I'd rather kiss my rune's razor than spend another second in your company.
Tywin, how dare you? You can't. You're mine. I own you. Yes, Mother.
At the smallest of things, you snatch our guars and mangle our fence. You nest in our lofts, break down on the wall, tear up our roofs like a midsummer squall, frighten our children and make the babes bawl. Promise you'll never change.
Mind your step. I would not want you to step on this random patch of grass. I jest, of course. The Telvanni force me to work, but I make sure it brings them no pleasure. I see you wear no shackles. Do you seek work? I know someone who needs help. In truth, you would be helping many Saxhleel, myself included. During my latest escape attempt, I met an amber beauty with eyes like summer rain. Her Lukial name is Sun in Shadow, but I call her my heart. She hatches a plan to set us free. Seek her out in Tel Naga. If I know my heart, she will be sunning herself in the light of some book. Always reading that one, always learning. If all goes to plan, she will read her books beside me in the boughs of a hist. Soon, I hope. Walk with Sithis, my friend, and mind the Telvanni. They spin lies like an elder at the yarn wheel. I ventured too far from the hist and did not heed the bird signs. Dark elf slavers spine-hooked me near Thorn. I escaped 4 times, but never for long. Eventually the Telvanni bought me, at a discount I am told. I take pride in that at least. Laws are slippery things. The Ebonheart Pact outlawed Argonian slavery, but House Telvanni refused to join the pact. In truth, I cannot imagine how they would live without slaves. The Magisters are like overstuffed crocodiles, dangerous, but lazy. I thank you for your offer, but I tire of breaking free only to be recaptured a day later. Sun in Shadow's plan will earn us a lasting freedom. If you help her, you help me. Mages mostly. Members of the so-called Great House Telvanni. One of the 4 great houses of the Dark Elves. They love using that word, great. Great at ruining lives, perhaps. Yes, and Khajiit also. You see, for a Telvanni, life is nothing but a cheap struggle for mastery and control. Mastery of their dry-skinned magics, control of their mushroom towers, and dominion over people. People like us. I ventured too far from the hist and did not heed the bird signs.
I help you, Suryo? Bless his eyes. Yes, I'm Sun in Shadow. Eoki told you I have a plan to earn our freedom, right? It will require finesse and discretion. I trust that I can count on you for both. To earn my freedom, she's a recently elevated Telvanni Magister. Not so set in her ways as the others, and probably more likely to remember her early struggles. I know she wants something from Zane Tararis. I need to find out what it is, then get it for her. I'm afraid not. I traded in some favors to get a better idea of what she's seeking, but I learned very little. Apparently her mouth, Erevan Ontham, has some correspondence that might give us a clue. I need that letter. Oh, yes. House Telvanni has its warts, but it's a true meritocracy. With enough guile and cunning, even a lowly slave can sit on the council. I've studied spellcraft since before I could lift a broom. All I need now is the sponsorship of a magister. Tharana's been haranguing the council, trying to get their help in claiming Zane Tararis from House Redrin. She wants something in that shrine. I aim to get it for her. Her mouth, Erevan Ontham, has a letter that contains the clues we need. Be cautious in the council house, Sarah. House Telvanni is not just some beast you can slay. In this place, subtlety will serve you better than any shield. We have to play the game. Truthfully, it doesn't. Not yet. Telvanni plots take time to develop. If I demand Eoki's freedom too early, I show my hand. Suddenly, he's a valuable piece in the game, moved and sacrificed as the Magisters see fit. Do I sense a rebuke? It's not ideal, I know. Look, I treasure Eoki. He's placed his trust in me. I hope you'll do the same. It was during one of his many escape attempts. I was cleaning Master Otheri's tableware when Eoki burst through the kitchen door, dragging his chains behind him. He threw open the window and started to climb through it. Then he saw me. He hesitated, even smiled. You don't see Mars slaves smile much. Certainly not when they're being chased by Nyx hounds. They dragged him off and threw him in the dry box. He told me he'd spend a year in there if it meant seeing me again. There's an old alchemist's proverb. No reaction is ever so forceful as the mixing of opposing components. A mouthful, I know, but it fits. Eoki and I occupy different poles on the same spear. He keeps me grounded. I keep him safe.
And who might you be? Master Erevan is away on business. Has been for some time, in fact. I know a prowler when I see one. What do you want? No one just wanders into a council mouth's office looking around. I should report you. What are you really after? And do be honest, we've already wasted enough time here. Ah, the one about Zane Tararis, is it? Well, I could call the guard and be about my day, but I am a Telvanni after all. We don't turn away an opportunity when it presents itself. Perhaps you could help me with a problem I've run into. It's a matter of literature, or lack thereof. I wrote a poem, you see, a cloying, drunken mess of a poem. The post delivered it to my darling Vvanderfell just this morning. If you get it away from her, the letter is yours. She spends most of her time in the study, here in the council hall. She's very diligent, always leaning over one book or another. And the way she licks her thumb when she turns the pages. Sorry, you'll find her in the study, yes. The poem's terrible. Plus, if word got to my parents that I'd been courting a wood elf, I'd be written out of the will, repeatedly, with red ink. Then there's also the possibility of blackmail. Why do you think Vvanderfell keeps it on her? She knows that if Master Eoki gets wind of this, he might dismiss me from his service. Clever minx. Working for a council mouth is a fine occupation, Fla. I can't risk losing it. She's such a pretty, dainty thing. Not at all like those other scrawny Aecon elves. Add a half bottle of Shane to a lusty heart and you wind up with some very poor decisions.
Guess I need a tighter purse.
I hope this is good news. Well, did you get my poem? Quick, give it here! Phew, what a relief. All right, Fla, I'm going to burn this embarrassment. I sure hope I didn't leave Master Eowyn's correspondence box unlocked. That would be careless in the extreme. Farewell. Good riddance to bad writing.
What is it?
There you are. I was afraid you'd been compromised. Were you successful? Did Anthem have anything worth reading? May I? Ah, a saint's relic. Saint films. Never heard of him. Says here the Redarin want it too. To squirrel away in some musty old chapel, no doubt. We need to make sure Thorana gets it before they do. Looks like the shrine is locked, protected by some puzzle ward. Luckily, the letter provides some hints on how to break in. Solve the puzzle, grab the relic, then make haste to tell Thorana. Thorana should be there. Offer her the relic on my behalf. Somewhere between certain and apprehensive. The Telvanni respect all clever schemes and love to barter. This little intrigue will prove my worth, I know it. Then again, she could just try to take the relic by force. Run? Telvanni magisters wield magics that put Giulianos to shame. Of course, you're quite the hero in your own right. Hopefully it doesn't come to that.
Open for business. Finest merchandise around.
Only the finest wares here.
alternative is a lot worse.
Khajiit's family died when the plague spread through Sencher. Khajiit does not like growing old, but the alternative is worse.